Hi guys, today we're going to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So here is our example. We've got 2x times x minus 1 equals negative 5. So we can't quite use the quadratic formula yet. We have to put it into the standard quadratic form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We need to expand everything and move everything to one side so that 0 is on the other side of the equal sign. So to do that, all we have to do is distribute this 2x through the parentheses. It'll give us 2x squared minus 2x equals negative 5, and then add 5 to both sides so that 0 is on the right side. So our standard form of this equation is 2x squared minus 2x plus 5. So now it's best to go ahead and write your three values out on paper. So I'm going to say a equals 2, b equals negative 2, and c equals 5. If you don't do this and you start plugging in your quadratic formula, you might miss a minus sign, so it's always nice to write it out so that you can see what each value needs to be. So here is our quadratic formula, and once we plug in all of our numbers, it looks like this: negative of negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times 5 over 2 times 2. Once you plug in everything, then you can go ahead and start to simplify. We want to completely simplify everything possible. So in this case, negative of negative 2 is positive 2. Square root, or the negative 2 squared, is equal to 4, minus 4 times 2 times 5 is 40. So inside of the square root we've got 4 minus 40, which is negative 36. So inside of the square root is negative. That means our two solutions are going to be imaginary, or they're going to contain I. So the square root of negative 36 is 6i, and so we're down to 2 plus or minus 6i over 4, but we can simplify this further. So we can break this apart into two fractions. We can get our 2 fourths plus or minus 6i over 4, and we can simplify each one of those separately and bring our I out to the right side. So 2 fourths simplifies to 1/2, 6 fourths simplifies to 3/2, and our solutions are 1/2 plus or minus 3/2 I. You could leave it like this. You could combine it into a fraction again and say 1 plus or minus 3i over 2. That's okay. Some books or programs might want you to write out the solution set as two separate solutions. So if we do that, our solutions are 1/2 plus 3/2 I and 1/2 minus 3/2 I. That's all for today.